Good evening. We welcome you at Bon Chocolatier, Huntington, New York. My name is Eric Lobinia. I am executive chef at Bon since 28 years, and I'm going to have the pleasure to show you how to do dark sea salt caramel. So in a big copper kettle, we have measured sugar, corn syrup, cream, and a little of salt. We are cooking the caramel to 230 degrees. Reaching at 230 degrees, we are incorporating heavy cream. We are cooking the caramel until 240 degrees. When we reach the temperature at 242 degrees, we are cutting the stove off, and we are taking the kettle and put it on a stand to be able to incorporate the flavor. This caramel will have a flavor of vanilla. The vanilla comes from Madagascar. So when the caramel and the flavor are incorporated, we are taking the kettle and we are pouring slowly on the grease table between bars the caramel. The caramel is smooth, it takes all the bars and it will not overflow, and it will set between 4 to 8 hours. The next day, or 8 hours later, we use a large roller, a cutter, which has a 16 blade on it. We can have more or less, but for us it's 16 blade. And we are cutting the caramel on long strips. The strips are taken above the table, put it on a tray, and put in a fridge for a few minutes to give it a little more body. When the temperature for the caramel is right, we take the caramel and we take the strip and we put it in this machine, which is around from the 1950, and it's a caramel cutter. You are including the strip of caramel in the machine. You are turning the wheel, and the caramel is cut and ejected on the other side in a white plastic tray. When all the caramel is cut, you can take all the caramel and display them on a tray next to each other without touching. It's easier because the caramel will glue together. When all the caramel is cut and displayed on the tray, you can take the tray and bring it to the next step. The next step is called a pre-bottomer. The pre-bottomer helps you to have a nicer base on each candy you are putting through. So the caramel is put on a conveyor belt, on a pre-bottomer, and is carried to a refrigerated belt. The caramel travels from the pre-bottomer to the next machine. The next machine is an enrobeuse. Enrobeuse is helping you to give you another base, but at the same time cover the top and the side of the candy. It goes through this machine, is shake it to take the excess of chocolate, and is bring it to the next step. We are putting the decoration. The decoration on this piece is grain of sea salt. The sea salt is hooked on the top of the warm chocolate, and it will travel with the chocolate inside of the tunnel. The refrigeration will help to seize all the chocolate and the sea salt on the same spot. It will travel for around 20 minutes through the conveyor belt, and arriving at the end with glove, you will take the 4 pieces of chocolate at 4 at a time, put them on a tray, and until you have arriving to the end. The chocolate will be sitting for another 24 hours before somebody can cup it, bring it in a box, and for you to enjoy it. And we have done this with love for all of you for tonight.